forget about this Raptor stuff because they're killing us all. The Blue Jays, they play game 1 of their doubleheader today. It gets delayed because of rain, and then it starts late, and then it goes extra innings. So this game the second game just got started. It's only in the second inning right now. But the Blue Jays in game 1 win 13-11 over the Cleveland Indians. And man, this was a back and forth massacre. Jaime Garcia versus Carlos Carrasco in the ball game. That's the way it started out here. And in the top of the second inning, the Jays get on the board first. Russ Martin, opposite field, a home run. Good to see him hitting the ball. He's been hitting the ball very hard as of late. He gets rewarded, I guess, for this one on a 1-1 pitch. He drills it to right center, and it leaves the yard. Solarte comes in to score, and it's a 2-0 Jays lead. Top of the fourth, Josh Donaldson's back, and man, did he make a presence. Gurriel on base, and Donaldson rips a double down the left field line. Gurriel comes in to score. Teoscar Hernandez heads to third base, and the Blue Jays, with runners at second and third, have a 3-0 lead, and we're like, all right, this is what we're talking about. And next batter, Yangervis Solarte, and he singles to right field. Granderson and Donaldson come in to score. Jays up 5-0. What a great start to the ball game. We're in the fourth inning, and Garcia's pitching well so far. Let's get her going. Bottom of the fourth, he hits a brick wall. Brendan Geyer doubles to left field. Brantley comes in to score. Zimmer singles to center. I'm not sure if this is 100% in order. I think it is, but I'm not too sure. Zimmer singles to center field. Edwin scores. It's a 5-3 game. Then Lindor comes up, and it's a 3-run shot, and it's a 6-5 game. And then they pull him. Then they pull Garcia, like, all right, let's get the heck out of here. Then Danny Barnes comes in with a fresh set. Nothing else, nobody's on base, nothing. He gets a rally against him, and Edwin singles to left field. And it's a 7-5 game. You go into the inning up 5-0. You leave the inning down 7-5. Holy smokes. But this game was far from over, because in the bottom of the sixth, we know there was a lot of rain before the ball game. We didn't expect, when the game got started, for there to be more rain, but our umbrellas were ready, and Josh Donaldson brought the rain down. 2-run shot to left, and I didn't expect this to leave the yard. The way he hit it, the way it sounded, and even the guys on the broadcast didn't really sound like it was going to leave the yard, and it does. Blue Jays tie the game up, and it looks like the rain has subsided, at least for the time being, and we are tied at 7 apiece. I've lost count at this point. Bottom of the seventh, with Kevin Pillar at third, Diaz at first, Lourdes Gurriel battles a count hard, and it was kind of a loopy line drive, I guess, over the shortstop and into left field. Pillar comes in to score. Diaz gets thrown into third, but the Jays have the lead now, 8-7. Top of the eighth inning, with Hernandez and Solarte on. Pillar doubles down the left field line. Hernandez comes in to score. Solarte ends up at third base, and the Blue Jays, they got a 9-7 lead. This is insane. Bottom of the eighth inning, Ryan Tepera comes out and gives up a home run to Francisco Lindor. It's a 9-8 ball game. Later on in the inning, I think it was Michael Brantley who hit a line drive, or somebody, I think it was Michael Brantley. Line drive, or it was a bouncer, or something happened to Solarte, and he whiffs on the ball at first. And it gets by him and goes down the line. Jose Ramirez boogieing from first. He comes home, and we're tied at 9. I'm exhausted at this point. And now we head to extra innings. And the funny thing is about this, the Jays get out. The first 2 times up, they get out in the top of the 11th. 2 out, nobody on base. Luke Maile coming in to pinch hit for Curtis Granderson. Luke Maile draws a walk. Okay, good stuff. That's what we like to see. Who's up next? Josh Donaldson. He doubles to right field, of course. One heck of a game Josh had. And second and third now, 2 away. The go-ahead runs on third base. Next up, Teoscar Hernandez, he walks on 4 pitches. And then Yangervis Solarte up, and he's out of game, and he had a slide. We'll talk about that in a second here. Solarte gets a 2-0 pitch up in the zone, and he belts one deep, and it's gone. Grand salami for Yangervis Solarte, and the Jays have a 13-9 lead. I'm sweating at this point because I'm like, what the heck is going on? Now Roberto Osuna comes out in the bottom of the 11th, not for the save, and we've noticed over his career, when he's not in a save opportunity, he doesn't pitch the greatest. And he gets in a little trouble. Of course, Edwin singles to center field, 2 runs come home to score, but he gets out of it, and the ball game over. Jays hang on for dear life, 13-11, and real quick, Solarte, what a slide there, bud. Slides into third base head first, and kind of like he's going in and goes, doosh, and then stops and then goes head first. It scraped up right underneath his lip here, or right underneath his nose here. It probably scraped up his nose too. It was nuts. He's got a bandage underneath him now, trying to cover up the blood and all that. Oh, it was nasty. But what a game. Look what Solarte did in the game, right? He made the error in the 8th inning. He got his face all screwed up. And then the guy goes, what? 5 for 6 with 6 RBIs, a home run, a walk, and 2 runs scored. Have a night, Yangervis. Josh Donaldson goes 3 for 7. Yes, he had 7 at-bats. With the home run, 3 RBIs, and he scores 3 runs. Welcome back, Josh. I mean, Kevin Pillar was 2 for 6. Rossa Martin 1 for 5, obviously with the 2-run shot. And Lourdes Gurriel 3 for 5 in the ball game. He's had a very, very good start to his Blue Jay career. And for the 5th straight start, Jaime Garcia has really not looked good. 3 1/3, 7 hits, 6 runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. And he was awful. He was awful in that 4th inning. Up until then, he was doing pretty good. I was like, all right, he's really finding himself. He's having a good time there. Then he hits a brick wall. And like I said, Danny Barnes gave up a couple hits, couple walks, and gave up a run as well to make it 7-5. But then the veterans come out. John Axford gives you 2 1/3 scoreless, no hits, no walks, gives you a strikeout in there. Tyler Clippard gives you a clean 7th inning, gives him a hit and walks a batter, but that was to lead off the inning. Then he gets the next 3 guys out to clean up that inning. Ryan Tepera has some tough times. Senguano and Tim Mazo with scoreless innings. And Roberto Osuna, obviously, with 2 runs against him. Tough to see there. But you know what? In the end, Blue Jays win 13-11. And they've started today, game 2 of the doubleheader, with a 1-0 lead as of right now. So we're really happy about what's going on. The Jays get back in the win column after the loss, and they've now won 4 of 5. They look for their 5th win in their last 6 games in the double. If you can win both games of the doubleheader, that's a really big boost to your team. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to... Joe Biagini on the mound for the Blue Jays in that game versus... And I know I pronounced his name. Actually, I think I got his name right. Adam Pluko. I think that's how you pronounce his name on the mound for the Cleveland Indians. All right, 1-0 Blue Jays right now in the middle of the 3rd. So they're going to the bottom half. All right, so we'll talk to you guys then. All right? So... if you guys enjoyed this video, smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of the game. Who's your MVP? Would you give it to Josh? Would you give it to Solarte? I think you got to give it to Yangervis. He had an error, 8 garbage into the dirt, and they went 5 for 6. The guy was nuts. He's my player of the game in this one. And we'll talk to you guys next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday podcast edition. Link is in the description for the podcast channel and for the podcast itself on iTunes. Also, guys, link is in the description for Twitter. Go follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. And we'll talk to you guys Saturday night Raptors edition, 8:30 tip-off in the queue. The Raptors looking to hang on for dear life. They're down 2-0 right now. We're not going to talk much about that right now. And we'll talk to you guys Blue Jays edition after the ball game today. Jays up 1-0 against the Cleveland Indians. They look to technically sweep the 3-game set against the Cleveland Indians. And then head down to Tropicana Field for a 3-game set against the Rays. We'll talk to you guys then.